Hello again, my dear viewers. Today is March 27th, and we're presenting a special edition. I've been coming up with this idea for a long time. For several weeks, the idea arose because, as you remember, at the very beginning of my description of the war in Donbass, I made several materials devoted to the investigation of those events in Sumy and Aktika, strange shelling, and then people came to me and said, Yuri, we should translate these materials into foreign languages. People should know the truth. This idea grew stronger every day, and I was drawing up schemes, strategizing how I could convey the truth to people who live today in the European Union and the United States of America, because you have to understand that the main struggle today is between the United States and in parts Europe and the Russian Federation. Ukraine has got nothing to do with this. If, for example, the people of the European Union and the United States of America understand the most important thing, what the consequences will be, these same societies will begin to press their governments to finally solve this problem so that, God forbid, the world does not end up facing a nuclear war. Unfortunately, this is the kind of nonsense the average Westerner is being taught at the moment. I hear people, guys, say, can you imagine the nonsense that these same refugees from Ukraine are talking today? The European average citizen takes it seriously, and everything is fine, everything passes. And at the same time, there's not a single word in the Western media about the other war, the one that is really going on in Ukraine today, and especially against whom it is going on there. Unfortunately, Western governments, knowing full well, deliberately conceal from their societies that they're actually supporting the Nazi regime in Ukraine today. This is the truth that they want to hide from their societies, and our task is to bring this truth to them. The history of the Vietnam War shows that this is an effective method. During the Vietnam War, the United States, its army did not lose a single battle, but it lost the war. They lost the war on the home front because American society gradually tended to think that this war was unfair, that the American state had made a big mistake, and the society had forced its government to refuse to continue the war. And so, what you and I are embarking on today is precisely that path. What is happening in Europe today scares me very much because Europe is gradually descending into authoritarianism, which, by well known historical parallels, is quickly transforming into Nazism. I don't want the European society to go back to the 30s and 40s of the last century. That is what the task is really about. Now that we have sorted out the task, how do we proceed? To begin with, I want to make one point clear right away. I have nothing against or will not have anything against the fact that someone takes my videos and distributes and even makes money on it. The main thing is that they don't collect money under my name for any specific purpose. You want to make money from advertising? No questions, it is your right. In fact, I'll even be glad that you make money on it. Why? Because it makes thousands, hundreds, and thousands of people copy my videos, insert them into their blogs, and thus spread the truth. But so far, this truth has been broadcast only in Russian. For this reason, I created several YouTube channels and Telegram channels which will spread this truth in major world languages. Further, it is planned to develop other social platforms. It is that now we simply begin with these two. I will report on all such further developments. Links to all of these channels are below. Pay attention to it. There will be a link to the email box with the help of which anyone who wants to get involved in this fight directly can help. We need translators from Russian to foreign languages and back. It is very important, first of all, that they are native speakers of the language, that is, people for whom this language is native, because we are planning a live dubbing for foreign viewers and listeners, video editors, and so on. But most importantly, we also need distributors, people who can distribute these links on various social networks. Well, and if there is such an opportunity, even involving foreign publications, all this request should be sent to the email box listed under this video. And I want to stress right away, all this work is free of charge. No one gets a penny for it. This is purely a people's initiative, which is already supported by dozens of people who work on this project, and we decided right away that it would be free of charge. Also, urge my dear viewers who will not be directly involved in the creation of this material, you too can become a part of this information war. Subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel. As soon as you see a new video appearing there, support it with your attention and thus promote it further on social networks. Certainly not all of my many millions of followers will do this, but even if there are tens or hundreds of thousands of us, it is a tremendous force to break through any of the iron curtains that have been thrown up by the information space in Europe and the United States, not letting the people of those countries know about the truth that is being carefully hidden. Goodbye.